had done a lot of stories in Babylon 5 that had moments that were scary, but nothing really horrific. And I wanted to really pull out the stops and do a very scary story. I love scary stories.
Both Joe and I are huge fans of H.P. Lovecraft.
Lovecraft created the Cthulhu mythos, the old ones, and said to those who were around him and followed him, please feel free to make use of my mythos and make your own stories with this. And I wanted to play in that universe for a second.
There are these creatures who've been around for forever, and they're these weird shapes, and they're just ominous and sinister and odious.
I think Jesus did a really great job of bringing all of these elements together.
Jesus is a very detail-oriented director. He really locks down everything before he begins to roll a frame of film.
The challenge for me with Thirdspace was, how do you make it different from just a one-hour episode of V5? And Joe, of course, helped by writing this terrific concept, terrific script.
There's a tendency to use Hispanic directors to direct Hispanic projects. I don't believe in that stuff. I say, give me a good director who knows story. I don't care what his or her background is.
He's an actor's director. He gets what you're going through immediately. He knows how to give direction. If you're not giving him what he thinks the scene needs, he knows how to ask for it.
I really liked Jesus. Very, very even-tempered, very solid at the helm.
We sat down to do Thirdspace. I said, I want this to look like nothing I've ever seen before.
We came up with the idea of doing a root system as a metaphor, as a kind of motif that we would develop the ships and some of the environment. And then we were fortunate because we heard through the grapevine that the artist Wayne Barlow was a big fan of B5. And so we called him up and we said, you know, we're looking to create this very distinctive look of this creature. Would you be interested? And he jumped at the chance.
The designs were just creepy because it just didn't add up in normal space. You looked at it and go, the angles and geometries are just wrong here somehow. But it was great.
Thirdspace was really just one big bad hair day for me. I just was kind of sweaty and bloody and out of my mind for the whole script.
I became John Newcomb Sheridan. When there was something big coming, he went to the closet and got out the nukes. And I was always delivering them, too. I tried to kill myself in one season, and in this movie, I was probably going to get killed in this, too, and die trying. But that was always the solution. You know, when in doubt, nuke 'em.
Thirdspace was a hugely challenging show technically.
When we were filming the actual critter scenes with real-life human beings, we had a general sense of what the CGI might look like. In several cases, I had them storyboarded. We worked with a storyboard artist to shape what they would look like so that I would know as a director how to direct the actors and how to frame the shots so that they would be coherent with what later would happen with the CGI. The Thirdspace story actually falls within the whole spectrum of his future history. And it was just like this little bump in the road, but man, it could have just wiped out the whole universe. And that's what I loved about it, was that it was like just, you know, you turn around for a moment and my God, the whole world could have ended.